Good morning, good morning. Let's wait for some peeps to show up. Oh, is that Maureen? It's not Sunday, but is this Maureen showing up there? It's Carla Dimitrov. Oi, amiga. Good morning. Hi, Maureen. See? Also right. Hi, guys. Good morning. Got my tea. I know it's kind of early. Carla, what are you doing? Awake in a Saturday at 8:30. Tell me. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Oh, God is giving us some beautiful weather, right? For us to do some egg hiding. There's no snow on the ground, so this is a plus. Well, I know it's a Saturday. Usually we don't do Yoga Restore on a Saturday. Also, I know it's too early for some, and it can be a great time for others. So unfortunately, I cannot make everybody happy. But I thought it would be a great, because of the weather, how we're dealing with this weekend. I thought a Saturday morning would be a great day for us to start our Restore. Unfortunately, I can't teach tomorrow morning, but I think today is a great time. Okay, we can do a slow flow. We're gonna keep on working spring. I keep on working on detoxing, on opening, on restoring, and Easter has everything to do with renewing. So that's what we're gonna do. Who else is there? Hi, Ferd. I don't know, I guess I had to wake up. Yeah, I guess you need to do the class. Happy Bunny Day. Oh, I wish I had a bunny here. That would be really cool. Maybe you thought, right? Yep. So I could have put a little thing in Cookie. I closed the door so he wouldn't get in. He likes to do a class with me. All right. So we have fabulous people here today. Let's start. Do you have a comfortable seat to start with? Having your sit bones rooted somewhere, legs super relaxed. If your legs are not relaxed, remember? So I always invite you to cross your legs and let your legs kind of be heavy down, because if you're using your hip flexors to keep your legs lifted, you're not going to relax completely. So what you can do, if you can relax, you can put some blocks or some pillows underneath your legs, all right? Or just sitting in a chair is a great place to start to restoring, sitting in a chair. All right, so we're going to start here, just very easy, rocking side to side, sit bones wherever you can feel them. And then we're going to rock a little bit the shoulders up and down. Again, before we center, we just notice how we're feeling. And then we're gonna rock the head side to side too. I hear Cookie. Now we're gonna rock forward and back into the sit bones. And then shoulders forward and back. Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. Forward and back. And then head forward and back. And again, very gentle. Hi, Cookie, you want to say good morning? All right, now we're going to close our eyes and start our breaths. Let me open for Cookie to say hi. Come here. Right? No, she's not opening for me. He left. All right, taking some deep breaths, acknowledging how your heart it's beating today. How is your breath? If it's hard to breathe deeply, you can always use the hand to guide the breath, or to use the hand just to see where your breath is right now. Good morning, Cookie. Say good morning, everybody. Say, taking some deep breaths with me. All right, so I hope you arrive in the space where you are. You arrive into your bodies. All right, we're gonna stay seated for a little longer today, okay? So we're gonna straighten that right leg forward. And I have my stool. And if you are in a stool like me, go to the edge of your stool, just so the sit bones lift a little bit. Or if you are in a pillow, you can do the same thing. And then from here, from here, you don't drop your phone. Sorry guys, I dropped you guys. From here, you straight your legs. See how it feels just to do this movement. And then open your toes. I know you cannot see my toes, so you're gonna open and separate your toes. Take a deep breath in, lift through the spine. What did you get there? Lift through the spine, and then exhale, fold just a little bit. And we're gonna keep creating movement. We're not gonna stay steady today. So we come back up, we take that leg, you bring towards you, point your toes, and then again, we're gonna straighten the leg, lengthen the spine, come forward, spreading your toes. And then we pick, and when I say go forward, it's not about your spine rounding, it's about the tilt of the pelvis. And then again, bring that knee towards you. And then we're gonna cross the legs just a little bit. Open up the chest and twist. So we're preparing the body for what we're gonna do next in our mats. Now see, this is a little easier because I am sitting in something higher. If you're on the floor, you're doing this, it can be a little more for the outer hip. And then you take one more breath, and then we bring it back. So it's a very gentle. Cross the right now, we're gonna slide the left. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, breathe out, come forward. Oh, this is tough, left leg is tough. All right, spreading your toes, give some love to your toes, and then bring that leg towards you, squeeze it, point your toes, and then exhale again, slide that foot, open the toes and fold. All he wants is to play, guys. My kids are not playing, so it's always me playing with the dog, and that's why he's here. Right, Cookie? And then one more time. We bring it towards us. We open the chest. All right, let's cross now. So you don't have to cross. If this is too much, you can keep that leg right in front of the other one. Just hold your knee so you can twist from your mid-back. You can twist here to open your chest and then roll that shoulder. Now this can be intense for my knee that I have some injury there. And then we'll bring it back. Perfect, we cross the legs once more. We're gonna pay some attention in our necks right now. So just bring your hands to the front of the neck, to the sides of the neck, and to the back of the neck. And we're gonna do that 3 times. So the front, like if you're really cleaning your throat, okay? And then to the sides, and then to the back. And then one more time, front of the throat, to the sides, and to the back. All right, take a deep breath in. Right fingertips find the ground. So I am higher, so that's gonna be harder. Just trying to let you know. So you can bring your block there, so it's easier to find the mat. Reach the left arm up towards the sky. Keep sinking your fingertips down to the floor, but roll that shoulder down. And then if there's space, you can bend your elbow. Hold your head with your left hand. So holding your right side head with your left hand. And then you're gonna pull your head towards the opposite side, towards your left shoulder. Breathe. Now do just one little force, the head towards the hand, and then you pull it towards the left again. Just one more time. All right, bring everything back up, still holding that head. Release that right arm completely and keep focusing the opening of the right neck. Soften your face. See how much you're still holding that right shoulder. You can almost guarantee that all of us have a little tension in the shoulder. So this is why I'm giving you time to release. So as much time as you release, you think about the heaviness of that right arm. All right, now slide your hand to the back of your head. Keep your left elbow to face forward, dropping your head slowly down, chin towards the chest. Breathe, keep your spine long. Now we're gonna do the opposite. Press your head into your hand. Roll that shoulder out, so you're gonna feel the engagement in your shoulder. As you press your head into your hand, your elbow lifts. And then you can engage that core, you can bring the belly button in, you can lengthen the spine, and you can keep pressing your head into your hand. See how it feels. And then exhale, bring the head back to a neutral position, and we release the hand down. Always give a moment to notice how it feels. Maybe closing the eyes, maybe listening to the noises that you are creating with your breath. All right, left fingertips find the ground. And again, if the ground is too far, use one of your props. Open up the chest, roll that shoulder down. Keep rolling the shoulder away from your left ear. Pressing the fingers, lengthening, and then right arm goes all the way. Right hand holds now the left side of your head, and then you pull it to the right. Oh, Cookie, não vai estragar meu blanket. One breath. Now press your head into your hand one time to do the opposite force. And then reach back. And then here, come back slowly. Keep that left arm really heavy. Maybe with a deep breath out. Mornings are really rough for the neck. Everything's closed, so being extra gentle to open. Cookie, don't lick your private parts. You're in public now. Cookie. All right, we're gonna slide slowly the head, hand to the back of your head. Roll your shoulders down, breathe. And then we press the head into the hand, lifting the elbow up. Taking a nice breath here. You can always engage your core. And exhale, bring your head back to neutral. Beautiful. Welcome, welcome. Whoever is showing up right now, we're just starting to. There's always space. Even if you come towards Shavasana is a good time, right, Cookie? And you can stay there, Cookie. You can stay there. So find your mats. Finding your mats, we're going to do a slow flow. We're going to salute the sun because the sun is rising. It's warmer for us. So let's salute the sun. It's morning. All right, so, and you're going to not probably be able to see me. Let me see. Oh yeah, you can see me. So finding the back of your mats. Look into your beautiful feet, giving the distance that you need here, taking a deep breath. And I would recommend if you're doing this in front of a window, I would recommend, if you're not, try to find the window if you have a window close by. So you can, I don't know if the sun is shining or not, but try to go towards the light, okay? Your eyes are towards the light. So start to open up the chest. Oh, my music stopped. Open up the chest here. Surrender your hands, fingertips down. Take a deep breath. Feel the mountain that you created with your foundation, with your feet. Lengthen in the spine. And just taking a few breaths here. Really breathing in, really breathing out. I'm just gonna put the plug in for the music, guys. All right, reaching the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands towards your heart center together. Now the hands, as we slide down towards the belly, you let your hands, fingers face the floor as the palms open towards the window. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands together. Open, reach up. All right, now we keep the hands together. We start to fold slowly towards the legs. Be very gentle. If you have blocks, great. If you don't, bring your hands close to your knees. Lengthen your spine. You know what a halfway pose looks like, right? We're trying to elongate the legs and we try to elongate the back. Keep your head going forward, your butt, your sacrum, your tailbone going up. Now we're going to bend gently the knees, very gentle, and come back up. We're going to do one more time. Lift the arms. Exhale, bring your hands close to your heart center. Slide your hands down. Fingers facing the ground, grounding yourself. Reaching it up. Hands together. Exhale. Hands down. Cookie. Inhale. Now exhale, we fold. Hands to knees. Halfway pose. And then we're going to find the floor with our fingertips, walking the hands to the front and finding your tabletop position. All right, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Tabletop position. We all know how it looks like, right? Tabletop, hands and shoulders, knees and hips. So how we're going to start here today is to swing the right towards the right side with our hips. As you swing, now keep your knees hips distance apart. You can bring your left hand closer to the center. We're going to reach the right arm. Remember, it's the chest, it's not the arm that's opening. Maybe your shoulder can open just until here. So we're going to open that chest and then you're going to reach that arm wherever it goes. And then you can try to make a circle with that arm. Right arm goes underneath the left. Keep your toes tucked and sitting to your heels, sliding that hand all the way to the left side. Take one breath in and out and do the same thing. Right arm going all the way to open up the chest. Breathe in. And then you swing back. And then all the way down. Breathe out. And then come back up. Tabletop position. Now from here, bring your knees closer together. Lift your butt and stretch for a downward facing dog. You're going to do a downward facing dog with me? Reach, 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 reach. Relax your head. Oh, he's going to get my... That's our way to play. He gets my thing out of my hair. Yep. Downward facing dog. And then knees down to the floor. Inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Bring your hands all the way up again. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in. And then one more time. Remember, we are saluting the sun. Exhale, we fold. Now bring your forearms on the ground. Round your back. And then trying to sit in your heels, but untuck your toes. Stretching those arms. Really breathe into those shoulder blades. Spreading your fingers. Take another breath in, our first child's pose. Oh, No, Cookie, don't ruin that. Inhale, tabletop position. All right, we're gonna swing now the hips to the left. And breathe easy here because it can be tough in the morning. Right hand more to the center, left arm opens up with the opening of your chest. Swing your arm back and then slide that left arm underneath the right. Take it easy, breathe out. And then again, inhale, reach forward, up, over, and then exhale, breathe out, underneath. Now coming towards the knees, lengthening the spine, reaching the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Bring your forearms in the ground. Take one breath out to round your back, to lift your mid back up, chin towards the chest. And then from here, we're going to sit in our heels and keep the hands glued to the floor so we can stretch. So the shoulder blades slide into the muscles in the back, and then you can slide them out. Tabletop position. Exhale, come back to a downward facing dog. And now this one, I want you to explore your downward dog. You can use one foot at a time. You can stretch both legs. I'm trying to find another hair tie here. Breathe. I'm not leaving you guys. I'm still here. Let's see. Me with my hair ties. All right, did you run that one? No, you didn't. All right, explore your downward facing dog. All right, guys, left knee on the ground. Stepping the right foot all the way to the front. Grab your two blocks. Bring the blocks to the highest level and then sinking the hips. Lengthening the back of your neck, taking a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Oh, it feels good. All right, sit bones go back a little bit, not all the way. We're not straightening that leg. We're just giving the hip flexor a break, and then we go back down again. Bring both blocks, if you're using them, to the inside of the right foot. Slide your right leg now to the right side, okay? So when I say slide, maybe you're not sliding. Maybe you don't want to slide. Maybe this is all you can do. Now, tuck your back toes under and pivot them in, your left foot in a little bit. And then you can use your blocks to the lowest level if you want, or you can keep high. I'm gonna go down to my forearms, okay? So there's two variations of this one. You can, instead of tucking the tailbone to protect your low back, and you're gonna feel more, you can lift your tailbone and just feel that inner thigh. Now, I have the idea that my foot is trying to plug into the ground, you know, outer foot all the way down, but you don't have to have that. You can do what suits you. For me, I have more grip if I keep my outer foot down. And then you can take another breath in. And then bring your both hands back on the mat. Slide your foot. We're not done with the right leg yet. Now blocks outside with your right foot. Take a deep breath in. We're going to lift the back knee without forcing the knee and trying to stretch the front leg. But the most important is not the front leg here. is the back heel going down. It's just stretch the calf muscle in the back leg. Take a nice breath in and then lift, and then we bend, and then we sink into that lunge. We're gonna do it again. Lift the butt, lengthening the front leg. Exhale, sinking the back heel. Breathe. It's not just the toes, the ankle, the Achilles, the back of the leg, and then we lift again, and then we bend again. And then the knee comes down. Beautiful. Slide the other knee. We're gonna bring both knees together. Bring it both blocks together. And then we're gonna slide them forward. Hook your fingers. Let your arms stretch. If this doesn't feel good for you, for your shoulders, please do not use your blocks. Cookie. Oh, is that where you're gonna lay down? Oh, yeah, I love you too. Okay, take another breath. Oh. And then come back up. All right. Separate your knees. Before we do the other leg, we're going to separate the knees. Point the toes. And then go back down with your sit bones. Lana, vem brincar com o Cookie. Eu tô dando aula. Sorry, guys. Asking my daughter to come get the dog. All right, now you can have the forearms in the blocks. You can separate your knees. You can lengthen the spine. Taking a nice breath in and out here. So where I'm feeling the most, my body is feeling my inner thighs. This is usually what your body's going to feel, but if you have stress in your hip flexors, you might feel there more than your inner thighs, okay? Now again, you don't have to use your forearms, you can be in your hands, whatever suits you. Take another deep breath and out. All right, bring your knees back to center. Bring your blocks to the front and finding your downward facing dog one more time. Seriously, look at, he almost ruined the thickest thing that I have. This little thing almost ruined it. Okay, downward facing dog. Taking another break, deep breaths in. Let's see if my music goes back. Come on, everybody. All right, guys, maybe we're not going to have music right now. And that's okay. All right, no music. All right, so into the downward facing dog, we're going to send the left foot now to the front. Release your right knee down and grab your blocks. I always recommend the highest level of your blocks, okay? Breathing. Exhaling, getting your body slowly comfortable with the pose. Roll the shoulders back, taking a nice breath in, always thinking about your neck and your shoulders, always restoring what you can while you're doing another pose. So you can surrender the parts of you that you're not using in the pose. So this is what becoming aware is, okay? Taking 2 more breaths in and out through your nose. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna give that hip flexor a break just by not bending the knee. And then again. Breathe in and out. And then we reach back. All right, I'm gonna turn towards you so you can see what I'm doing. You probably already know what you're gonna do, okay? So So you're going to slide now the left leg to the left side. You can slide it away from you. You can slide more. You can slide your right toes in. I'm going to bring my blocks so I can have my forearms. And you can always find more space. Just slide your leg further away. And then breathe here. Generally, we accuse of our low back issues, our hamstrings issues, we connect them both, and we forget that all our muscles in our legs are connected, so especially the inner thigh muscles and the ligaments and the tissues, they are very connected. So sometimes it's not just the hamstrings that are tight, but the inner thighs, and we forget to stretch those. So what's the point of stretching the hamstrings if your inner thighs are really tight? So it's not going to do any good. So take another breath in. We bring it back, sliding back, and then we're going to step the left foot on the outside of the blocks, the hands. Okay, take a deep breath in, lift your back knee. Readjust your blocks, readjust your legs, bring them closer, bring them further apart. This is going to be up to you. I always have already the foundation in my body that my left leg is always going to be worse because of my knee trouble here. So I be gentle. So heel goes down, and then we're going to bend the knee. You can always kind of lift or keep your heel where it is. Trying to always stretch that back leg, and then we go again. We lengthen and we drop the back heel. Breathing to the chest. You can use, instead of blocks, you can use chairs if this is too far from you to go down on the mat. One more time, we lower. And then the knee comes down on the floor. We slide the left leg back. And we're going to lower 2 blocks together, slide them in a place that you can hook your fingers and then tuck your toes, and then they can always slide towards you. And then you lock your forehead on the mat. If your forehead doesn't find the mat, it's because the blocks are too much for you. So release the blocks and just having your hands down. So guys, if you didn't see, my knees are closer together, okay? If toes tucked is not a good place, you can untuck and bring the whole foot on the ground. Another inhale, another exhale. All right, lengthen. Bring your blocks to the outside one more time. Now we're going to skip the one that we did with legs open. We're going to release the forearms down. We're going to bring the pubic bone down to the floor. Bring both forearms for a sphinx. This sphinx we're going to do just a little differently. Elbows out, hands together. Press the floor, lift your knees off the mat by just tucking your toes. Lengthen the spine here. Lift your chin up. See how it feels in your neck. Roll. We're not sinking to the shoulders. We're rolling the shoulders away. Lift the chin. And then we're going to exhale. Drop the chin. Lift the chin. And drop the chin. Having the head to a neutral ground, look towards your right. Ooh, that can be intense. Look towards your left. One more time, look towards your right. And towards your left. Oh, beautiful. If you're able to do this one, good for you. It's a great stretch to do every morning or before you go to bed. One cheek down. Let's start with the left cheek on the mat. Bring your foot close to you. If you're a person that can just do one foot at a time by lifting your chest away, you grab one If you can do both, you grab both, and we're not doing anything stressful in this one. You're just bringing your feet closer to you. Yes, enjoy this too. Give some warmth for your toes as you pull them towards you. Nice breath in. All right, just switch your cheeks for the same amount of breath, for the same amount of round breaths. And then we exhale, surrender your feet down. Reach now the arms all the way to the front. And see if you can lift your heart and your face off. Now, what I have here is my arms really stretched forward. I'm not feeling any strain in my back or in my shoulders, so it feels good. Try this first. And then if there's space, you know your body, if there's space in your low back, make sure you are engaging your glutes, okay? So there is a little shortening in your back discs. So keep the length of your spine, and instead of pressing as you're sliding back, you're going to do the opposite. You're going to try to slide forward, okay? That can be a lot. So using the arms here, pressing down, lift your chin up towards the sky. Take a nice breath in. And then exhale, we surrender the belly, we surrender the chest, we bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We lift the heart. Okay. Now, if you have a prop like me, or if you have pillows, we're going to do the same thing as we did with the blocks, but we're going to use now the prop, okay? This prop. You have something underneath. We're going to slide the hands, and then we're going to release here the forehead into something higher. So it's less stress for the back. Just pay attention again in your breath. Pay attention to the sweetness of your breath. Pay attention in your shoulder blades. This is all we forget to do, is pay attention. We're so caught up with the things that we need to do all at the same time. The so-called multitasking that sometimes we're so proud of. It's exactly what takes us from being present, for being grounded, for doing, for living our life to the fullest. So now I have this. You can, again, have just a pillow underneath and using your blocks to do this one. So what we're going to do, and you can just readjust yourself after. You're going to bring your belly. I don't want your chest to be, but just the beginning of your floating rib cage. And then the knees are going to go out. So the inner knees are on the floor. And again, if you need to be higher, you bring 2 blocks. You bring more pillows. Or if you need to be lower, it means you have very open hip flexors and outer hips. Now, we're going to first, and you cannot see it, I'm going to use 1 block to the second level. And what I want you to do is to open by having that pressure point in your forehead. So between the eyebrows is where you're going to relax the bolster. Why is this a detoxing pose? Because where I'm pressing the edge of my block there, my bolster there, sorry, not block, is where is the pit of my belly, is where we do the digestion with all the toxins are starting to be released to the other area, and then all the vitamins stay to help us to get healthier, right? So you might start to feel the throb of your heart in your belly for a little bit, not for a lot. Maybe you're not feeling, maybe using a pillow that is really soft. Maybe you're feeling more in your inner thighs. I'm not feeling at all in my inner thighs. I could go just with the bolster, but I'm going to stay here for one more breath. Now that you have, and readjust your block, okay, until you can completely surrender your head. We're not going to stay here long. I know some people are super afraid to relax the head. So, okay, that's it. We press into that center eye pressure point. Now release the block and try to come all the way down with your chest on the floor. Amazing restorative pose for the neck, for the low back, for the outer hips, for the inner thighs. So stay with me just for a little longer. You can keep the right or the left cheek down, whatever works for you. Usually we have organically one side that we sleep on, and it's more stretched, that part of the neck, if there's no tension. And then take a few more moments as you in and out through the nose. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. I could stay here forever. All right, last inhale. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to lift your chest, use a little bit there. And then finding, see, I'm just sliding my pubic bone towards my prop, and then you can release your chest. That was lucky me that this just held into my chest perfectly. Maybe for you, depending on your length, is not. So I'm going to release my forehead. And this is awesome because my chin is protecting, so my head is not dangling here. So my chin stops my head, and then the block supports my head. So the arms, you can do whatever feels good with your arms here. And then another, now here you're going to feel more into the, again, the inner thighs and some in the outer hips. And completely melt your chest towards your props. And if you still didn't feel that juicy place that you're really supported, keep trying until you find it. Your prop is a great way to remind to breathe into it. When you're ready, press your palms down to the floor, lifting your chest. If you still have the same prop as me, you're going to walk forward until you can sit. So you're higher, and it feels okay for your legs to be here with your knees bent. We're just going to do one more opening flow just for the chest and the shoulders, and then we go down in Shavasana. Interlace your fingers behind you. Start to slide your arms down, knuckles trying to find whatever floor, whatever you have there. And then you slide further away. Keep the intense feelings in the front of your chest here and the shoulders. Now, I'm not going to recommend anything for your neck, but if you want to, you can try to release your chin down and see how it feels to lift. Or maybe send it out to the left and to the right. Now, again, I'm in the edge of my bolster where my block is, so I'm higher. You can use your other block to the front, or you can try to find the floor with your forehead. You keep your hands how they are, and then you surrender your head down to the mat, and then you keep lifting your knuckles up to the sky, taking some deep inhales and exhales. And that's it. I'm so sorry, guys. My computer stopped working. It just keeps on trying to find something. For our Shavasana, if you have time to do it today, it's always just a recommendation. You don't have to. If you already know what your body wants, you go for it. Okay? So I'm going to have my 2 blocks supporting my calf muscles. And if you're doing with me, remember that try to do at least as you can supporting just your foot, because that can give a lot of weight in your knees, and having a hyper extension in your knees is not a good thing. So be very gentle with that. I will cover myself, but I'm going to use this to support my back, my upper back, and as a pillow for my neck. So this is what I'm going to do with this one. And I have another blanket that I can use to warm me up. Okay, so I first go down to see where I am at. And then the blocks here to support my legs. And then the blanket to warm me up. And then supporting my neck. Remove anything that constrict relaxation, okay? If there's anything that is constricting your way to just be, you remove it. This bolster can be really high, so maybe just a pillow for me would be better today, but let's see how I do in here. Keep exploring your own body, your own home, wherever you are right now. A place of comfort, a place of warmth, a place of release. And then let the body experience everything that you did today in a very grateful way. Just like we wanted to be treated every day by others, we need to treat ourselves the same. We need to be gentle, we need to be understanding, we need to be caring. Right now, carry for every bone of your body, trying to scan all the bones that you have from your toes, going up to your hips, going up to your rib cage, going up to your shoulders, down to your fingertips, neck and head and face. Now think about all your muscles, everything that surrenders your bones to create movement, to give you stability. And release all and each one of them. And of course, our body's not just made out of bones and muscles. We have tons of other things that helps us. The body complete its cycle, its organic way of being alive. With your eyes closed, And I hope all of you already found your space to be. Imagine that you're laying down in nature. Whatever nature looks like to you, the place is yours. Your mind is taking you to your place. You can have flowers, you can have grass, maybe it's a beach, maybe it's mountains, maybe it's a forest, maybe it's just a hill. And I want you to imagine yourself laying there. The sun is kissing your skin, and you feel the warm sensation of the sun. The warm breeze you can always feel in your skin. Your hair might be blowing a little bit. You can hear the sound of nature. Maybe you're close to water, maybe there's a lot of birds around. The sound of the wind blowing the leaves, flowers. And you are starting to become part of this. You can feel it, that you are part of this. Just like nature has its time to blossom, has its time to close, we also do that. And we're in the cycle that we're ready to open and to blossom, dear ones. In order to do that, we need to be balanced. So release the physical, so the spiritual and the mind can clear up. There's less mess, there's less clutter. There's space for more awareness into the things that needs to be healed, into the things that needs to be let go. Thank you so much, my dear friends, for taking the time in your morning to practice with me. I will go back for my Shavasana. But first I'm going to say goodbye, and I wish you a lovely rest of your weekend with your family, hopefully with your friends. And thank you so much again. Hopefully to see you all guys soon. I'm really excited to practice some yoga outside when it gets nicer out. All right. Have a lovely Sunday. Have a lovely Easter. Tomorrow is Sunday. And see you all soon.